Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Toxicroak, Carbinx, as well as Mandibuzz, and they all did very well here, but I do believe the focus is going to be on Toxicroak as well as Carbinx. Again, Mandibuzz really put in the work. It is just that tanky dark type flying Pokemon that can really be reliable for you in a lot of situations. But with that said, let's see what we have going on. We're going to jump right into the commentary right about now. And let's see what we have here. So we're going to be leading with Carbinx the entire time. And in this situation, we're up against a Scrafty. Now, we are going to be Rock as well as Fairy, so you're not taking super effective or anything from the fighting. And then you're resisting flat out the Dark. Now, the thing about Carbinx here is, this one's not even powered up all the way. To where it can be for the Great League. It is an absolute tank. It is an absolute tank, and the moves that it does have are pretty good. If it did have another move that can farm faster for its quick move, I think it would probably be a little OP. Alright, so we got the Mandibuzz up against the Scrafty. Now, you're going to notice I do have Snarl on it right now. I will be changing that to Air Slash, solely because of this battle here. You're going to see how it does turn out. So it is pretty close, and they are actually going to be able to counter me down because we are part Dark. So there is that. They're going to be able to still do a decent amount of damage to us, kind of like a flying and normal type. That normal type has to just be there, of course. All right, so we're up against the Golbat, going for the rock side here, KOing them. We have no shields. They have none either. Now, this Power Punch is not going to do it. Carbinx holding on by a thread, and we have a double KO because we did have the Snarl. So now we do have Air Slash. All right, that's the only thing we're changing. Next battle, we are met with a Scrafty, so I swap into the Mandibuzz because we do have Toxicroak. Now, the Toxicroak is going to be getting some spotlight here. Obviously, it is going to be the star. I didn't even really do too much as far as I was seeing it for that last battle here. All right, up against the Shadow Golbat, calling the Poison Fang here. Think we're going to want to shield up the next one if we do want to win this matchup here. Although we could just bring in the Carbinx and farm them down. Looks like we're going to go ahead and see if we can farm them down here. That's exactly what we're going to do. And since we do have Air Slash, we will be able to do a decent amount to the Scrafty as well as the Aerial Ace too. Do they want to use their last shield here? And they're using the last shield. Now we do have Toxicroak, which is going to completely wall Scrafty. And they're going to be retreating with energy and bringing in a Girafarig. And this is perfect. It is going to be Shadow here. Psychic Fangs is not going to be resisted in any way, shape, or form. While the double kick is just going to start doing more damage because of that debuff here. Going for another Psychic Fangs. And we're looking fine. There's really nothing we need to worry about in this situation here. And we're going to actually call out some battles that are pretty much rock, paper, scissors, as far as for me or my opponent, whatever the case may be. All right, so they're going to be countering me down. I bring in the Toxicroak, and we're looking great here. I do believe I shield up the next foul play. I don't want to play a stupid game just in case they do have enough, or at least if it is enough to KO. So we're shielding that up and we take the win. All right, next battle, what are we going to see here? Carbinx up against Cofagrigus. Sounds good to me. Toxicroak does not want anything to do with that, while the Mandibuzz would love to have a matchup against that because it will completely wall it in every single way. While the Carbinx is going to be able to absorb the Shadow Ball, no problem at all here. Going to go ahead and go for the Dazzling Gleam. Oh, wait a minute, sorry, Moonblast. Get it right, Poke. So we did sneak through that rock throw right at the last second. The Shadow Ball, not enough, and we're taking the win there. Charizard is taking one rock throw and it's doing a decent amount, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our Mandibuzz, of course, to go up against a Shadow Charizard. Blast Burn is going to hurt like a son of a gun, but we're going to let it go and then go for the Night Slash here. Let's see if they want to shield up this Charizard. Please let it go, and they're shielding it up. All right, at this point, we could almost counter down with Toxicroak, but we're going to shield this up because we will be able to get to our next charge move here. And if they want to shield it up, that's fine. I'll have to immediately swap into Toxicroak, though. And they're letting it go. What they have in the back, Scrafty, that's a wrap. Bring in Toxicroak, and that is a wrap. Toxicroak, so much gameplay with this thing, huh? So good, right? Next, it's a Carbinx, a Mandibuzz video, I guess. I don't know how I'll title it. Anyways, what do we got here? Another Cofagrigus. Now, these are all back-to-back, just a coincidence, no algorithm. Nah, it has nothing to do because we have a counter user in the back. All right, going to go ahead and go for the Moonblast, and we're not going to see the same outcome this time. I don't know if the IVs are different for this Cofagrigus or what, but we're... Oh, never. Well, that's fine. All right, it's pretty much the same. Double KO. Now we're going to wait for them to throw in. Oh, we saw the Scrafty, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our Toxicroak. Now, Mandibuzz would have been fine in this situation. So it's not like, oh yeah, I got him. But yeah, anyways, Toxicroak, we're going to go ahead and just go for this here. See, Foul Play did a decent amount of damage here. All right, we're going to go ahead and shield this up as well. See what they have going on in the back here. What's it going to be? A double. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw the Sludge Bomb. If they shield this up, that's no problem. Now, we could run into a little bit of an issue if they do have Wild Charge, but then again, they'll debuff themselves. One of those is not going to take us out, and then Toxicroak will just counter down their debuff double. But they're throwing a Body Slam, retreating, and we take the win. Looking good here. When is Toxicroak going to be really putting in the work? All right, great lead up against a Dragonite. Fantastic. Swapping into Cofagrigus, and this is what we want to see. Mandibuzz up against Cofagrigus. There is nothing they can do. So what you want to do in this situation is get plenty of farm and have energy before you do take them down here. Now, this is not going to KO, and at this point, I should be able to farm them down, or they're going to shield it up. Now, what we're going to have to do at this point is, unfortunately, not follow plan A, go to plan B here. We'll build up a little bit of extra energy and just take them out, because that Shadow Ball is really starting to add up, and they did use a shield as well. So we are still holding on to 2 shields, taking the win in the yellow, bringing in Dragonite. They bring us to the point where they're almost able to farm us, but Mandibuzz, being the tank that it is, able to get to the charge move, and we're getting their last shield as they do swap. They do have a Quagsire in the back. Now, this could be a bad situation, but since we do have 2 shields and the Quagsire really doesn't have an energy advantage, we're going to be perfectly fine here to win this matchup. All we need to do is simply double shield the Quagsire. And I actually, I think I messed up a little bit. Let's see. Okay, now I wasn't intentionally trying to counter down. I thought I was going to get taken out, but at that point they were so low I could have just quick moved them down with the Carbings here. All right, anyways, bringing it in and looking good here. Superpower me all you want, no problem. That's why I'm saying this Carbings is absolutely kind of OP, right? Kind of OP. So it will be in tasks. It's going to be in raids too, right? It's not a legendary, it's not a mythical, so it's just a good Pokemon in general. All right, we have a Golbat lead. This is great. Now, they can still hit us with Shadow Ball. And since we are going to be part Rock type, the Poison is not going to be super effective, just neutral. It is doing a decent amount, I guess. The next one will do even more, obviously. And they're shielding up my first Rock side. We can let the next Poison Fang go, but it could be a Shadow Ball. And exactly, that's what it is. So we're shielding it up. They swap into their Vigoroth, and I bring in my Toxicroak here. Now, actually screw up because, wow, I don't know... I don't know why I was trying to go for the stupid Sludge Bomb. I should have went for the damn Mud Bomb. What was I doing? By the time I got there, that would have been enough to take them out. Sludge Bomb. What a idiot move on my behalf. All right, so we're going to have to work with what we did to ourselves here. And they're bringing in a double, which is a great matchup for us here. Going to hit a double Mud Bomb, and they're letting them both go. And going to take us out with a Body Slam. I would assume this is going to be almost enough. Oh, no, not quite. And then they're bringing in the Golbat to farm us down. Now, since we do have a Mandibuzz, this is a wrap. We'll bring in the Carbings, farm them down, and there's really nothing that they can do. And taking the win there. Looking good. Moving it on to our next battle. I think we have a bad lead. Oh, no, this is a whatever lead. All right, what are they going to do? Oh, we're swapping. Okay, swapping into the Mandibuzz. Now, the reason why we did that is we have 2 counters to the Scrafty. All right, but they're bringing in a Lowland Sandslash. Nice shiny. Nice shiny. And what is going to happen is, well, we're going to let all these Ice Punches go. I think we may shield up 1, if I do recall correctly, so we can't put on the pressure. No, we'll let this one go. Okay. And then I think we shield up the next one. Since the Shadow Claw is not even getting stabbed, we don't have to worry about it because it is going to be resisted. They can't quite farm us down quite yet. Now, this may be the one I shield up. I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to do this because what's going to happen here is, if they shield this, then they will be able to farm us down, and they'll have a decent amount of energy after this too. So they are shieldless, but we do have Toxicroak. They'll have Bulldoze, so we're gonna have to shield up if we want to survive here, right? So that's what we're gonna do. Or Drill Run. I'm still stuck on the Bulldoze days. Drill Run. Now they have a freaking Confusion user, so ooh, this is not looking good. But I'm pacing back and forth right now as I'm battling, thinking of how I'm gonna be able to pull this off. Contemplating, all right, we have energy on the Toxicroak, we have almost to a Sludge Bomb, we're going to get taken out in about a couple of Confusions, so what are we going to want to do here? All right, so we're going to figure this out, right? So they bring in their Hypno again, so what's going on? No shields on both ends, okay. Hitting me with an Ice Punch. I swear it was going to be like a Shadow Ball, so they're letting me survive, or at least they're doing that so they can gain a little bit more farm to take me out. So I immediately swap into Toxicroak. I'm thinking, please don't be Shadow Ball again. and it is a Fire Punch, and I will be able to outpace them to the Sludge Bomb because Confusion is so slow, and we take them out with the freaking Sludge Bomb. Let's go. I was really excited for that one there because it was a close game. You know, I had my back to the wall and I still pulled it off. And my prize is a freaking shiny Lickitung. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Now I had plenty of these. All right, I had, you know, several of them, and I do have a couple of shiny Lickies as well. But hey, it's always nice to get a shiny from Go Battle League, especially a kind of a full odds one deal here. So Lickitung, what a silly Pokemon. I mean, my gosh, look at this thing. What were they thinking? All right, next battle. We're met with an Alolan Marowak. Oh, heck yeah, let's go. They're swapping into a Dunsparce. Now, we're not in the clear, but we can let a Drill Run go because it's not going to get stabbed, and Dunsparce's attack isn't really crazy. While we are going to be able to resist the quick move, and they're not going to be able to farm us down. Going for the Mud Bomb. If they want to shield us up, that's perfectly fine. And now we're going to have to do a little bit of a risk here, and we're going to farm them down with counter. I thought they might be able to get to another one, but I guess my counts were off, and we're perfectly okay. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Mud Bomb. Did they bring in their Alolan Marowak? A Quagsire. Okay, that's even better. So we do have the Mandibuzz. It is going to take a lot of damage from the Stone Edge, but it is still not enough because, well, Mandibuzz is just so thick. And after the Stone Edge, they're still going to have to get to another one here. So they swapped in. We threw our Foul Play here. It's not like they caught. I wanted to throw that anyways because it's super effective. And Bone Club, I mean, Shadow Bone, okay, hitting me with a Shadow Bone. No debuff. And we're able to farm them down before they get to another charge move. Now I go for the Dazzling Gleam. We will survive this Mud Bomb here. And okay, now I hit Dazzling Gleam, but I wanted to go for, or Moonblast. My gosh, why do I keep saying that? But they let it go anyways. All right, we take the win. All right, you know, if I say Dazzling Gleam, I mean Moonblast when I'm talking about Carbings. Next battle, we're met with a Shadow Dragonair. Now their Aqua Tail is going to be doing a decent amount of damage here, but we really don't need to worry about it. Look at that. I mean, the quick move is not doing anything either. As a matter of fact, it's almost healing us. So we're putting a big dent into them, and they're not wanting to shield, and we take them out before they get to the next one. Still in the green, now in the yellow. Bringing in a Toxapex. We're going to go for a Rock Slide, of course, which is going to be getting stabbed. Not doing too much, but some damage is better than none. Now, I want to hold on to the Carvings because it's still in the yellow, and it can probably help us out later. Swapping into the Mandibuzz to just absorb whatever the Toxapex wants to throw at us here, while the Toxicroak is lying in wait. Now we do have Mud Bomb on that, but it's not going to be ideal to go up against a Toxapex. So we'll just go ahead and hold on to it for later and see what we have. Using our first shield, and it is going to be a good one too. We called their nuke move, or at least their harder hitting move here. And getting to the Foul Play and outpacing them. I do not think they would want to shield this up and waste that shield right here. They're letting it go. It is in the back. A Scrafty swap in a Toxicroak, and it's a systematic win. Has nothing to do with skill, all right, on their end. I'm not saying they're not skilled, but when it comes down to that last bit, you know, there's just nothing you can do. You just surrender. I mean, quite literally nothing you can do. Next battle, I met with an Alolan Sandslash, and I was thinking, oh, damn it, I don't really like that. But they're swapping, and as soon as this happened, I was thinking, oh, I kind of won. I kind of won. I'm not getting a little ahead of myself. I can just, when you played enough battles, you pretty much know, especially in these limited or these special cups I'm playing in. The one I'm playing in right now, you already know. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Foul Play. They're bringing back that Alolan Sandslash. This is just all we really needed. But they do have a ground charge move, and Toxicroak will be taking a whole hell of a lot of damage from it because Sandslash's attack is actually pretty okay. But they have a Scrafty in the back, and here we go. Another, and it's not a systematic loss quite yet. Now we still have two, well, it's pretty much, let's be honest with ourselves here. Let's be honest, it really is. Look at this skill that I've got going on here. Let's go, baby. All right, anyways, I'm just being silly. So we're gonna go ahead and just farm them down. Rock Slide is the move that we're gonna be wanting to go for up against the Sandslash. I think they're gonna win CM. Okay, never mind, they don't even have a charge move yet. We're gonna go ahead and go for the Rock Slide. That's not enough. And what's going on here? What are they trying to do? Hitting, I think this is like an Ice Punch. They don't need to go for all that, yeah. And we survive. Wow, Carbings said, nah, I'm good. I'll stay here. I'll stay right where I'm at with 1 HP and take the win. Such an amazing investment. Charizard, the best lead for you. And they're swapping into double. We immediately bring in the Toxicroak. and we're gonna have a little fun. Now we're not in the clear, not by any means, because they're gonna be able to spam that body slam, and it just did over half of my health. Yeah, so we can't take another one. We're gonna have to shield it up, but they're letting it go, and they're bringing back that Charizard, and I'm getting to the Sludge Bomb. Let's see if they want to use a shield. If they don't, oh heck yeah. Now we just need to get, I think, just 1 or 2 quick moves through on the Carvings. 1, 2. Okay, so we already got the next one through. It's gonna go down as soon as they get this Blast Burn off. Down they go. And they have a Primate. We swap into our Mandibuzz, and that is a wrap. Yep, that is a wrap. Taking that win, moving it on to our next opponent. What are we gonna see here? Show me something good. A Lickitung. That's fine. I think we're gonna catch here. We're gonna try to catch a Power Whip. Not the first one. We're gonna get the next one here. Don't really need to worry about it too much. Lickiting's attack's not crazy. Power Whip is a good move here. Gonna go for the Moonblast, right? Got it right, got it right. Let's go. And now we're gonna go ahead and catch right about now. Perfect. Now show me a Power Whip. Let's see it, let's see it. Beautiful. Now we could swap into Mandibuzz because, well, I mean, it can handle a lot. And look at that, looky what we have here, folks. We have a Galarian Zapdos, and I think that's gonna be a good place to end the video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!